there's a flea market that happens here on the weekends, so this morning we're gonna head there and look for a few little things that we need to buy. Can't believe it, but after all this time we're actually doing a shopping day.
Going to the market and we're doing the best job.
Again, you know it's too late.
I don't want to carry it.
Oh, you don't want to carry
And
it?
it's not, and it tastes really bad. Try some.
I did try some. I tried one. I don't like flavored popcorn.
Yeah? Well, I especially don't like this particular flavor of popcorn. Strawberry and banana. Turns out there's a good reason I've never
You grabbed the wrong one. You grabbed cherry and chocolate. That's why it doesn't taste like strawberry and banana.
Well, that would make sense, yeah. That would definitely make sense.
Fail again, well in a time to say goodbye, goodbye. You the girl makes me feeling.
A little weird to see an entire culture built up around the snowbirds. Kind of makes us think twice about how we call ourselves snowbirds a little bit. It's a very, very peculiar culture. We're back at the Rickle Ranch. Had some fun at the flea market, but now it's time to diagnose some of those issues we've been having with the van lately. Get Bob to look at the air pump, and he's agreed to give it a test drive and see if we can't sort out some of these issues. We have a theory that it might just be the valves that keep the exhaust emissions from going into the pump. They might be busted, or the valve that decides whether the engine's hot enough to divert the air where it's going. So we're going to disconnect all of the tubes from the pump and test to see if that's noise. And if it is, we'll replace valves first, see if that fixes all our problems, because that's a lot cheaper and easier.
I was hoping we could find something in here that would give us an idea, but
This thing's more difficult to use. It would be cool. Got it. Also broke that zip tie, so gotta be careful.
Lots of zip ties.
Hey man, the ratio of zip ties to horsepower is a proven fact. More zip ties, more horsepower.
rubbing on that.
Some thick line there.
Yeah.
One of the things I love to do when I have the chance is a little recondition on the batteries. So that one out there, that's the one that burnt out for us in Winnipeg. We've been hauling it ever since, but just disconnected it from our system. That's one of the batteries we use on our deep cycle system. We're just running it through this charger here because it's got a desulfonator or something built into it. So we're hoping that with a little bit of desulfating, we'll get a little bit more capacity out of this bad boy. But it's also good to just charge each battery independently, let them sit, and then check their voltage just to know which batteries are aging faster than others, so that you can, if a good deal comes up and you've got batteries that can handle better voltage or better amperage or whatever, then just so you know where you're at. So we're getting an early start of it this morning, trying to get some work done before the heat really kicks in, because it's getting kind of hot here in southern Texas. We're going to take off the wheels, we'll be rotating them, we'll be bleeding the brakes, and we'll be replacing most likely the brake pads, although we haven't got the wheels off to check them yet. So it's a brake and wheel day for the van. Hopefully it will make for some better braking and stopping down the road. Feeling like our brake pads are wearing unevenly. So if you look at this wheel, it's got some black soot on it, but if you look over at this one, it's just got boatloads of it. It's like a chalkboard over here. Anyway. Running it at 90 because the wind was so bad, it was throwing the van around. But then now we got it down to, you get more life out of your tires that way.
Protects your investment. You get $1,000 in tires. Let it out. Step on it again.
Okay, so each of these joints, especially around the steering rack and the ball joints and everything around the front wheels, all have little grease fittings, and every time you go for an oil change you're supposed to tell the guy to top up those grease fittings, but we haven't been doing that. So hopefully with all this added grease, the life expectancy of these parts is very, very long, but without it, not so long. So I think I've done about like 45 minutes of work today, plus editing, you know, but like,
Proud of you.
proud of me. Okay, so obviously we need to now just take it easy, because that was way too much work today. So let's go to the pool. I have to wear this little name tag everywhere I go, because this is like a 55 plus campground, or this is a 55 plus community, and everyone looks at me like I'm a criminal. So this is the name tag. Simon, I don't bite. Very nice.
Good and good. Now is the time. I mean, it's this time. But the only one thing I can say to you is so easy. Well, I shouldn't say it, but well, come on.
You ready for some burgers?
I'm ready. Although I think I've already gained 5 pounds since we got here.
It's a tough thing because we've made a lot of changes in our lifestyle to try and be healthier. But then as well, at the same time, we're still traveling. So you want to experience food and you want to try out new things as you're going. And those things are usually not very healthy. But, you know, you're traveling, so screw it. Let's have some fun. I'm enjoying watching your mom try to pronounce the stuff on the menu.
Oh, just leave me alone.
I just feel like if you're traveling and you see, and you're at a diner and they say, our specialty is something, you have to order
That's what
what their specialty is.
What about that time we were at the diner and their specialty was a burger that was like this big in the middle? And you were like, no, I can't do that. I would have liked to see you try.
I might not be here alive today to tell the tale.
That's true. So this is Mexican Coke, so made in Mexico, and I asked the waiter what the difference is, and he said, well, Mexicans make Mexican Coke, but they also make our Coke too.
No, our Coke is made here.
Yeah, by Mexico.
By Mexico.
That's what he meant.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a joke. It depends on what we're talking about.
I was just wondering, can I get some mayonnaise, just like a
Absolutely fantastic.
5 stars?
Yeah, I'll give that thing a Google 5 stars for sure.
Come on.
For those of you criticizing our pancake eating and other gargantuan meal eating, well, we don't film every single meal we ever eat. Just want you to know that. We're not always this unhealthy, but sometimes when we spoil ourselves, I like to film it because it's cool and more interesting than me eating toast.